This is another Disney podcast production.
Hey, and welcome to Re-Imagine It, where we take all of your favorite attractions and childhood dreams and destroy them. This week, we're looking at the Tomorrowland Speedway, which is solely responsible for the hole in the ozone layer above Central Florida. Okay, so you guys struggled with this one.
I did.
Yeah.
This one came much easier for me than last week's, that's for sure.
It's just like, it's essentially you get rid of Tomorrowland Speedway and you have nothing.
It's like 2/3 of Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
I know.
It's a big area.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's not much going for it.
Well, guys, I believe in you all. I believe in you. Now it looks okay, let's do what we always do and start off with some history.
You're welcome.
So I promise, I hope that you guys won't fall asleep. There's way more history involved with this attraction than I would have ever imagined. So I will try to plow through it. Okay. This was an opening day attraction, and it was called the Grand Prix Raceway, and it was based on an international car race rather than a futuristic Roadways of Autopia. The original sponsor was Goodyear, as it was supplied all of the tires on the Mark 7 vehicles. Now, the track length, I did not know this, has been the subject of incorrect discussion over the years. Did you guys know this?
I didn't know.
Okay,
No.
Here's what's crazy. The track length has changed multiple times.
Yep.
So
It's changed in the last couple of years.
yes, through aerial photography and research, it has been determined that the attraction was never lengthened, but it was actually shortened 3 times in its history.
Yep.
So on opening day, the track was approximately 3,118 feet. Now, the attraction saw its length greatly reduced for the first time in 1974 with the construction of none other than my wife's favorite attraction, Space Mountain. With the 2 southern curves, that sounds inappropriate, being shortened and the entire north portion of the track being reduced. Okay, you ready for this? Again, 3,118 feet. This change reduced the ride and shortened it to 2,760 feet. That's a lot.
Yeah.
An even larger section was removed to make way for Mickey's Toontown Fair, rest in peace, sometime between late 1987 and early 1988. This time the track was reduced to 2,190 feet. That's
Yikes.
almost a third of the size.
That is short.
And then again in 2012, the final curve was again shortened, making way for Dumbo the Flying Elephant, diminishing the ride to 2,119 feet. In the end, the current attraction has lost over 32% of its original length.
Wait,
Wow.
but when was that done? Because they've shortened it even more for Tron.
Oh yeah. We're not done. There's so much more
okay.
history.
Okay.
Now, on December 2nd, 1999, the Walt Disney Company and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway partnered to change the theme of the track. The ride was changed to add items from the famous Speedway, such as the famous Yard of Bricks, the scoring pylon, gasoline alley. Boy, isn't that the truth?
The entire thing is a gasoline alley.
And the wheel and wing logo. The loading area featured panels with the 3 Indy events, the Indy 500, the Brickyard 400, and the United States Grand Prix. And in 2008, the name changed to Tomorrowland Speedway, which is currently what it is right now. And it actually dropped the Indy portion of the title. And as you alluded to, Matthew, in 2019, the ride underwent even more track adjustments to accommodate the addition of the Tron Light Cycle Power Run.
It's now a 100-foot dash.
It is now a sprint that just, it is the Daytona 500 feet. Okay, that's all I got.
Oh, gosh.
All right, so you guys struggle with this.
Yeah.
Who's going to go first?
Can I get mine over with?
He's so excited. Sure,
Go
Matthew,
ahead.
you can go
Well,
first.
I mean, it's not a horrible idea. It's just another way to kind of revamp the Speedway as is.
Okay, that's fair.
So, all right, to go with so Disney is not necessarily they haven't announced this or anything, but they're kind of going from the idea of Tomorrowland to the idea of a city in the future, but now they're going back. They're kind of reverting to an idea of retro futuristic. So to kind of give the to kind of go along with that idea of retro futuristic, I think that Disney needs to partner up with Chevrolet and give Tomorrowland Speedway an entirely new theme based around car concepts that have never come to be. So the cars would all get new looks. They would all be electric because, yeah, why not? Why wouldn't they be? But also, like, Chevrolet has to have an entire catalog of these conceptualized cars that never came to be. And so, like, we'll keep those smaller cars, but we'll give them those concept designs. And the cool thing, I think, is we'll give it more of an educational experience. So, like, the kids will be driving. That's super fun. But in the background, you'll kind of hear there'll be a ride narration by Mike Purcell giving the ride narrate. Like, it'll give the audience a history of the audio industry, but more importantly, where it's headed, which would give it that idea of tomorrow. So I don't know. It's simple, but I think it's fun.
Matthew, you have missed on a golden opportunity here. You have missed on a golden opportunity.
Okay.
So, who sponsors Test Track?
Chevrolet.
Chevy.
Okay. When you're waiting in the queue, what are you making?
A car.
These crazy, is it like they should just take the wildest designs from the queue?
Yes. That's what they did.
I have made some absolutely stupid looking vehicles that you go through the thing. You know how it gives you the rating on Test Track? They were at the bottom of every single one.
If you I don't think you're doing Test Track correctly unless you're a kid. You make a cool looking car. I don't think you're doing a Test Track correctly unless you make the most ridiculous looking car.
Exactly.
I agree. Well, I mean,
you have to do that.
the ride
Once
runs
COVID is
the
over.
same no matter what your car looks like. So you
That's
at
right.
least make it look ridiculously cool.
Yeah, make a super ridiculous car, and half the time the Test Track thing doesn't even work.
The first time I did this, I made a vehicle with tires big enough to run over the Test Track building.
Yes.
Like, there's no doubt.
And also, one quick thing, I don't know what I would do, but I just had to say this. It needs a new queue. It's just gross. Anyway, continue. That's
Yeah,
done.
it feels
Correct.
very like county fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does.
So,
it does.
yeah, I think that's what I got. It's nice. It's easy. It's simple. Yeah.
Sometimes simple's the best. In
Sorry.
this case, maybe not, but we'll see what Dave has.
Oh, am I going? Okay, mine's really quick, but you'll start to see a design with everything that seems to come out of Tomorrowland has the same theme for me for some reason.
Oh, weird. Okay.
So let's start with, think of the design at California Adventure for Radiator Springs Racers. All right, now that you've got that in your mind, I would make it Wreck-It Ralph's Sugar Rush Racers. So a side-by-side race through. So we need to add a few more of the tunnels so we can have some really cool projection mapping as you go in there. A building or two, because we need to have some thematic elements that connect the story of the film with the attraction. And it concludes with a side-by-side race at the end. Now, all of the outdoor theming, because there's a lot of space over there, would be oversized candies and sweets, just like from the track in the film and our video game, all over the footprint of the track that, again, would further link it to the film.
Oh, okay.
So that's my second thing that I have destroyed in Tomorrowland and made it Wreck-It Ralph. So we're going to call Tomorrowland Wreck-It Ralph Land. I guess that's just what I'm going for.
Ralph breaks Tomorrowland.
Ralph breaks Tomorrowland. So yeah, not real. I mean, obviously we make some changes. I feel like it all being outside is not going to be as cool as, and of course, it would be electric. It would definitely be electric.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Wow. That just happened.
Wow.
So that's mine. It's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Any questions? Any snide remarks?
No, and the funny thing is, like, I'm super glad that I came up with two, because that is 100% what I was going to do.
Oh no!
So this
Dave's
just
IPing on everything.
this just goes to show you folks out there listening to this that we truly keep this a surprise from each other. So we always like to surprise each other with what we would do. So I came up with a backup just in case, but I like that idea. I was 100% on the Wreck-It Ralph. I was going to call it the Sugar Crush Raceway. It's a super popular attraction in its horrible state that it is right now. I mean, there's always a line there. So I think you got to keep it some sort of race attraction. But yeah, I agree with you, Dave. That was my first thought.
I humbly apologize, sir.
You're fine. I mean, you're fine. You're fine. Like we said, we hang out a lot, so we are bound to have a lot of the same ideas.
Yeah.
That we are.
So I like your idea, Dave. And Matthew, I like yours too.
Thanks.
But here's what I came up with
What's your second one?
with my second one. And this one would be a little throwback to the early days of Disney, but I thought of the Herbie the Love Bug racing experience.
Oh, dude!
So what this would be is it would incorporate sort of the same technology that Test Track does. It's not anything that you are going to be driving yourself. That just doesn't work. You see how the current Tomorrowland Speedway, the cars are bouncing side to side off of that ridiculous rail in the middle. You don't have any control over it. So we're going to eliminate that totally. But if you watched Herbie the Lug Bug back in the day, like, it was this crazy car that you could not control. So basically what it would be is that you go through the queue, it tells you the story of Herbie the Love Bug, and then you get into your racer, and it basically, it's an uncontrollable punch buggy, if you will, from when you jump in it. And it takes you through this whole crash course, and by the end, you jump in and you're racing in an actual race, and you end up winning the race. But it's a cool, like, through different environments from the Herbie the Love Bug movies, and eventually, you take control of Herbie, you win the big race. But I thought that would be a super cool idea, would be to incorporate Herbie the Love Bug, because it's a fun little race car.
Sponsored by
Pandora Jewelry.
Volkswagen. It's got to be sponsored by Volkswagen. Dude, I love that idea. Like,
so
you know
fun.
why? What was the After Hours DVC event that I got to go with you and your family to?
Moonlight Magic.
Yeah, Moonlight Magic. They had like a Herbie car like out there you could stand next to taking pictures.
It was right next to Tomorrowland Speedway.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, was Brandon there? Brandon was there.
I was secretly
Brandon-
there. I
Yeah,
was dressed.
he was.
I was dressed as Herbie the Love Bug.
We took a picture with Brandon.
Yeah. No, I know we went through this one pretty quick because it's such a massive space. And I honestly, the first thing that popped into my mind was, okay, just like bulldoze all of this and just come up with something new, whether it be a different type of attraction. But I just thought, like, as I'll say this, as lame as that attraction is, and it's not, for kids love it because they get to drive, right? I mean, every little kid, and so I thought that's why I'm glad all of us kept that as is, because it's such a fun thing for kids to do. Like, my daughter loved it, and she actually did better than me. When it's really wide at first and then it narrows down, and for some reason, whenever I'm driving, it's all like bang, 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 back and forth. But Micaiah did really well.
I have a good hack for that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
There's a hack?
Yeah. Don't stay in the center.
Is this how to get 999,999 and buzz?
Keep your wheels on one of the rails.
Oh.
Don't stay in the center. It helps.
I thought I treat it like a real drive. Like,
I know, right?
You got to stay in the middle of the road, Matthew. Who taught you how to drive?
Well,
Matthew's just like, if you just turn right really hard, it's a smooth drive. Yeah, to your death. I did not know that.
Hey, also, incredibly fun fact about this ride. Dave was like, kids love driving on this thing. But fun fact about this ride, it has the highest height requirement technically on property.
No way.
Yeah.
53 inches to drive in your own car.
Yeah.
Oh, by yourself.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay,
but technically, yeah.
Technically, yeah.
53 inches.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I'm that tall.
Well,
I might be 54 inches around.
Yes.
If so, I'm not far from it.
I think my sport jacket is pretty close to that size.
I love it.
Is that what we were going for? No, sir. Oh, well, okay. Well,
Got
dream.
it.
Let a man dream. I love it. Okay, let's think back to some of the, like, what have we done so far on this show? We've done Dinoland, USA.
Dinoland. We've done an animation courtyard.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a really good one.
Tony's last week. Well, I'm missing some. We did some other ones.
We did Epcot. The World Showcase.
Oh, yeah, the World Showcase one.
The land.
The land.
Oh, the
pavilion.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had some good ones.
We have had some good ones. But next week, we're going to destroy one that nobody really likes to begin with. So that's good.
That's true. That's true.
I don't even remember what it, I remember what it is now. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
This was great.
All
right, Matthew. Where can people reach out to us and let us know what they would have turned this into and how they can connect with us online?
Well, you can connect with us online on Facebook and Instagram. We are most active through direct messages. If you want to hit us up on there, you can also call us and leave us a message at...
It's on the screen.
On the screen.
It's perfect.
Hey, it's right here. It's right here. Look, people. Look, it's right here. And so
But
call and leave us a message.
563-4742. 757-563-4742.
That's
I've memorized it.
Yes.
I forget this is also an audio show.
I had it memorized. Oh yeah, true. Sorry, people. Oh yeah, I just realized that. Okay. Anyway.
Knowing's half the battle.
No, none at all. Okay. All right. So, Facebook, Instagram, you can find us on there. You can email us if you want to. I know not a lot of people dig that jam, but it's anotherdispodcast@gmail.com. You can also go to our website for more of everything. You can find all of our shows on there and our contact information. You can find our merch on there too.
We have an updated picture on there of the three of us.
Finally.
Yes.
About time.
It's actually the actual hosts that are now on that picture.
Believe it or not.
Hey, and maybe we should say this. If you share with us your idea, we will share it and give you a shout out on the next episode.
Yeah, we will.
For sure.
We will.
Mm-hmm.
We want to know. We want to know what you would do.
Yes.
Well, also, if you guys have any ideas that you would like to see us do, please reach out to us.
There's so many things to do, but we always struggle with what to choose. So yes, help us think outside the box.
Yes, because I'm sure there has to be somebody out there who's like, they haven't done this yet? Are you kidding me? How have they not thought of this?
We will eventually get out of parks. I'm just not ready to tackle that yet because there's lots of resorts that could use some TLC or leveling. So we'll get there.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for this show, guys. We will catch you next time for another Reimagineering.
Peace and chicken grease.
Peace.